everyone, I hope you're well. So, Home Secretary Shabana Mahood has offered to give asylum seekers 40,000 to leave the UK. Where is 40,000 going to come from to give asylum seekers 40 grand to leave the UK? What happens to then the taxpayers' money? Does that then go up because they need to pay it all back? Because all they're just doing is borrowing and borrowing money. I mean, £40,000 seems a lot of money, right? To give asylum seekers to leave the UK. If we hadn't taken these people in the first place, we would be having to pay anybody out to leave the UK. You know, if we hadn't taken these people in, we wouldn't have to worry about any of this, right? We have homeless people on the streets that need feeding, that would love to be in where the illegals are right now. If you took them out and put our homeless in, do you know what I'm saying? Look after our own, we wouldn't have to worry about any of this. However, the Conservatives and Reform UK said that the payment would incentivise people to come to the UK illegally. I mean, people already are coming into the UK illegally. It's not going to make no difference. So, you know, it's not going to make one bit of difference because they're already coming in, you know, and being housed and given benefits. What is this going to change? Do you know what I'm saying? Mahood said the government was consulting on how to remove families with children who refuse to leave voluntarily in a way that is humane and effective. You know, I really don't get none of this, you know what I'm saying? Because if we hadn't taken these people in, we wouldn't be having to get them out, you know? And then, right, when they keep borrowing and borrowing and borrowing, right, then it's the taxpayers that are having to keep paying this money back. It's really unfair, you know? Really unfair. Because this shouldn't be left up to us, you know, to having to take these asylum seekers in, you know. Well, whatever you want to call them, asylum seekers, illegals. They are illegals, really, aren't they? They are illegals, really, at the end of the day. And we shouldn't have to be paying anybody out, you know. We shouldn't have to be paying anybody out. We should be worrying about our homeless people. We should be putting them into into homes like the illegals are. Somewhere to sleep, somewhere to eat. You know, if you took the illegals out and put in the homeless people, you know, and look after our own, instead of having to worry about other people coming from another country, which isn't really our responsibility anyway, you know. Britain should come first and our people need to come first.